Okay, take 53. Just kidding. But seriously though, this is like take number 4. Anyways, hey y'all, it's Dana. Today I am going to show you guys how to use the desizer spray and the PolyT spray for sublimating shirts. Pretty much I use these every time I sublimate anything if it's under 100% polyester. So you don't have to use it on a 50% polyester shirt, but it definitely gives you a more vibrant design, and I'm all about the color. So I certainly like to use this product. You can get it from dyepress.com, and I highly recommend it. A lot of people seem to be intimidated by using it. They have it sitting at home and they're scared to try it, or they have tried it before and they didn't get the results that they were looking for. So I am going to show you guys just how easy it is to use this product today. And I've got a Gildan brand shirt here. It's 50% cotton, 50% polyester, just your run-of-the-mill white shirt. These are actually my favorite. I actually use these for a lot of my sublimation. The white anyways, not the color. For the colored shirts, I like to use the Gildan soft style heathered colors. They're my favorite. But for the white, this is what I like to use. So first and foremost, if you're not aware, before you sublimate anything, especially on white, make sure that you take a lint roller and you roll your shirt. You do this because if you don't, there's these teensy weensy little fuzz balls that will just ruin your life. Trust me, I know. But they ruin your lives. They kind of creep in and you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then you get to looking at your shirt and you're like, oh my God, what the heck is this? And you got these little teeny tiny blue specks everywhere. And you're like, gosh dang it, I ruined a shirt. I can't tell you how many shirts I ruined when I first started doing this. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, even sometimes, even to this day, I can roll and roll and roll and roll, and I sometimes still get those stupid little blue spots. So definitely do not skip this step. Whatever you do, don't skip it. Your shirt might look like it's not full of little blue nightmares, but it probably is. So just take the lint roller, roll your shirt out. I'm not going to be too picky here on this one. Because I'm just going to demonstrate how to use the desizer and the PolyT spray. But yeah, you just make sure you do it. Definitely make sure you do it. It just takes a second. Okay, so here I've got the desizer spray. And the desizer spray, you definitely want to use this if you are going to sublimate onto a white shirt, any kind of gray shirt, or sweatshirt fabric. You have to use the desizer. Do not forget it. It's very important. So for the desizer spray, you are supposed to spray the shirt on any area that the heat press is going to touch. So the heat press is going to touch a pretty big area. So it's better to spray outside the area than to not cover it enough. You know what I mean? So I pretty much just take my desizer spray and I just start at the top and I spray all the way down. Spray, 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 spray. You don't have to soak it, but you definitely want to make sure it's covered. Make sure it's good and damp, and mine's good and damp. And then I just take it and then I fold it over like this, and then I just kind of run my hand over it to really get that desizer in there. And then you should be good to press it. Now, the instructions say to press your shirt for 35 seconds on 385, and that's what I'm going to do. Another important thing that I should note is that you're supposed to have some sort of cotton, like a cotton pillowcase or a towel or something that's cotton that you cover your shirt with. So what I'm going to do, I've got a cotton pillowcase here that I'm going to use, and I am just going to lay my shirt out on the heat press. Sorry about that, I'm right next to the window. Okay, so I'm just going to lay my shirt out, and then I'm going to take my cotton pillowcase, and I am going to lay it over my white shirt. Whoop! I hit the heat press with my knuckle. I hate when that happens. Okay, and then I am going to clamp this down for 35 seconds. Now you should see steam roll out from your heat press, and that's perfectly fine. So we just wait. These bottles, I got these from Sally's Beauty Supply. They were, I don't even remember how much they cost. They were really cheap, but they're still going. I've had some bad luck with spray bottles, y'all. I'm not even kidding, like really bad luck. I've gone through so many spray bottles, but these are the only ones that haven't let me down. So, Sally's Beauty Supply. Okay, we've got some steam. And then you're just gonna, you're done with this for now. Like, you don't need this anymore. You don't need your pillowcase or your towel. If you're in a pinch and you don't have a towel or a pillowcase that's cotton that you can use, you can also use a t-shirt. I've used another t-shirt before that had cotton in it and it worked just fine. So, that's it. You spray your desizer on there and you press it for 35 seconds. And then, what you're gonna do is you're going to take your PolyT spray, and you want to make sure that when you're spraying your poly spray that you do not spray it outside of the desizer area. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your PolyT spray stays inside the limits of your desizer. So I normally just kind of eye it. Like, I know how big my image is. It's, 10 3/4. So I normally just kind of eye it. If you want to, you can do like exact measurements so you know exactly where to spray. But I've done it so many times, I normally just kind of eye it. So I just take my poly spray and I spray within the limits of my desizer. Now this is where you have to have a little bit of patience. Because you're gonna put this wet shirt with the poly spray under your heat press, and you're gonna let it dry. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'll be right back with you guys in just a minute. Okay, I am back. My shirt's completely dry. Trust me. Wait until it's completely dry. You do not want to press if it's not dry. So I sprayed the PolyT spray. I've waited until it was dry under the open press, and now I'm going to press it at 385 for 10 seconds. Alright, 10 seconds. Alright, now you're going to repeat this step again. I know it takes a little bit of time, but trust me, it's worth it. So you're going to take your PolyT spray, and you're going to spray in the same area again. Okay? Spray, 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 spray. Don't go outside the desizer area. Okay? Make sure you've got it good. Like I said, you don't have to soak it, but make sure you get your area good and covered, and then you're gonna wait until it's dry under the press again. If you wanted to, you could put it in your dryer to let it dry, but I just prefer to wait until the press dries it. So I'll meet you guys back here in just a few minutes after this is dry, and we'll complete it. Okay, I'm back, everybody. The shirt is completely dry. Sorry if I'm a little off or whatever. Bobby the parrot, he's our African gray. He's been in there jabbering and talking and saying his name all creepy. He trips me out. So if you hear anything crazy, it's probably the bird. Okay. Back to it. The shirt's completely dry, so that means we're ready to put the design onto our shirt. So I've got my design printed out. Let's it's mirrored and it's ready to go. The way I like to line my designs up is I like to just fold the design in half and then put a little crease up here towards the top. And I've got my heat tape ready. So I'll just lay my shirt out. I can already tell I'm going to have a few lint balls, blue spots that I was talking about earlier. Things drive me nuts. You have to be very thorough when you are using the lint roller to get rid of those little buggers. Okay, so I am just going to line up the best I can here. What I like to do is take a piece of heat tape and put it here at the top, and then I just kind of like to hold it up and see how far off I am. So that definitely needs to come over just a little bit. I'm a little particular about this, and let's see, it looks like I might have a fuzzball in my shirt too. Okay, so this doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty spot on, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my second piece of heat tape. Well, I can't get it because it's stuck to the table, so I'll do it this way. I prefer to use the heat tape over the adhesive spray. That's just personal preference, but you can use whatever you want. Okay, now we're gonna sublimate. It's ready to go. Sorry I jabbered so much. I didn't mean to do that. So before we press the sublimation design onto the shirt, always make sure that you've got a piece of butcher paper or parchment paper that you can put inside your shirt, between the layers of your shirt, because if you don't, chances are your design will go right through to the other side, and you do not want that to happen. So always play it safe and put the paper on the inside. I like to buy my rolls of butcher paper on Amazon because they last a really long time. For the longest time, I was buying rolls. I was buying rolls of parchment paper that you buy at the grocery store, and I was just blowing through those. Like, they weren't lasting me any time at all, and I was like, there's got to be something better. So, of course, Amazon is just like everything. So I went to Amazon and I bought a giant roll. I don't even remember how much it cost, but I can look it up and let you guys know. So once that's in there, you're going to put it on your heat press. And we still have a few more steps to take before we lock it down. Okay, now that we have it on the heat press, we need another sheet of paper to go over the design. This might seem excessive, but trust me, it's not. It's worth the extra steps to make sure that you get a good press, and you don't want that sublimation ink to transfer onto anything else. Never, ever, despite what anybody says, never just put a Teflon sheet over your design and press it without a sheet of butcher paper in between your design and the Teflon. Because if you just stick the Teflon over your shirt like this and you press it, I promise you that this Teflon holds sublimation ink, and the ink will transfer to your next shirt. I've had it happen many times, and I don't make that mistake anymore. So I always put butcher paper down first. So make sure you've got your paper down. And I'm actually going to up my time to 75 seconds. Okay, I like to press at 75 seconds. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and press this down. Don't get out of here. Go on. Sorry about that. I know it seems like a lot of work and a lot of paper and just a lot of excess, but trust me, I've been there, I've done that. I have ruined so many shirts by not taking these extra little steps to ensure that things run smoothly, and there's nothing worse than pressing a shirt, especially for a customer, and thinking it's going to turn out perfectly, and you made the mistake of not putting your blowout sheet in between the layers of your shirt, or not using the butcher paper underneath your Teflon sheet, and then having your shirt ruined. So yeah, just it's definitely worth the extra time. I'm really excited to see this design pressed out on a shirt, especially with the PolyT Spray, so it makes it vibrant. This should appear to be like a 90% polyester shirt after the PolyT Spray. So I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like. Alright, moment of truth. Alright, and you know, if you hold this butcher paper up, you guys probably can't see it, but I can hold it up to the light and I can see clearly where, you know, there's sublimation ink on this transfer paper here. So you do not want this on your Teflon sheet because it'll just ruin a shirt for you. Alright, the big reveal. Dun dun dun! And it's beautiful! It is everything. I am gonna and look at that. There you have a shirt that appears to be 90% polyester since we used the PolyT Spray. Everything is vibrant and beautiful, and it will last and last and last, and you won't even be able to feel that there was anything on it after you put it in the washing machine. Right now it's just kind of a silky feeling, a smooth silky feeling, but after you wash it, it'll just feel like a soft shirt. So yeah, even though it takes a little bit of time, it's definitely worth it to have a nice, vibrant, pretty shirt. And this design is available on the website. And another thing I wanted to mention is Wonky Wednesday this week is gonna be a little because I've been so super busy, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to get some designs up for Wonky Wednesday. So it's not going to be how I typically do Wonky Wednesday with a bunch of new designs for $1. I'll probably have a few for $1. If it ends up being really, really sad and rinky-dink, then I'll just put some older designs up for $1 that you guys can grab. But regardless, I'll have something up for y'all on Wednesday. I'm just like swamped right now. I've got so much going on, and I'm trying to sit and design as I can. I do have another retro design to release later today. So if y'all got any questions, let me know. I will help you the best I can. I don't know the answers to everything, but I've been doing this for a little while, and I can help you with most things. So I do my best. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this, and I'm sorry that I'm so chattery or horrible at chattering, I don't know. But anyways, I'll see y'all later.